Hello everyone, it's Nadine. Today we'll be testing out the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. As you gorgeous people know, this is about the product, not the people behind it. Any tip you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy. Okay? Thank you. I can't even tell you how many people asked me to test this palette out, but I was a little bit hesitant because the colors in it are kind of on the neutral side. But the damn thing still looked gorgeous, so I caved in, I got it, and it sat on my counter for a week because I was too sick to film. But we're gonna test it out today, and honestly, looking on Instagram at the looks that people have created with this, I am so fucking excited. I did order this straight from the Sephora website for $49, and it looks like it has 4 out of 5 stars, which honestly isn't even that bad. A lot of the 1-star reviews are saying that this palette looks beautiful. The sample photos on the website and on Instagram look absolutely gorgeous, but then when they actually swatch the palette, there's like no color payoff, which I feel like we should all know by now. Swatching is not a good method to test a product. Like, some things swatch beautifully but perform like shit on the eye and vice versa. But those same reviews are also saying that it does look good on the eyes, but it transfers like crazy, or look will end up totally messy by the end of the day. A lot of people on here seem to be wondering if maybe they just got a bad palette. This person says they are not pigmented at all. They even look patchy even when they use the Urban Decay primer. In fact, some of these 5-star reviewers are saying that some of the shadows do fall a little bit flat. But most of the good reviews say they last a long ass time, they're beautifully pigmented, and they're not patchy. There's an amazing color selection that you can create so many looks with, and overall you can easily go from daytime to nighttime with this palette. Okay, so those reviews were about as helpful as a needle through the dick. But Sephora says this is a travel-ready eyeshadow palette with 21 shades for every possible eye look, from neutral to smoky and bright to sultry. If you find yourself packing multiple kits for one look, Urban Decay's Born to Run eyeshadow palette is your new globe-trotting go-to. Holy shit, this is the longest fucking description ever, Sephora, my god. I'll read this quickly. They say, when it's time to grab your carry-on and dash off to the next big adventure, you want to pack light. Enter Born to Run, an all-in-one eyeshadow palette that has everything you need to create neutral looks, add in pops of colors, and play with bright shades no matter where you're going. With 21 of-the-moment shades, from jewel tones to modern neutrals to colorful shadows, you'll have every possible eye look covered in one sleek kit. Made with Urban Decay's mind-blowing formula that gives each shade its velvety texture, rich color, and superior blendability, Born to Run's eyeshadow shades hold tightly on a pigment that stays put. Okay, as colorful and creative as this description is, I'm actually gonna skip over it because it's really fucking long, but I do like it. Like always, this Urban Decay product is 100% cruelty-free, and it's made without parabens, but this palette itself is not vegan. It does have carmine in it, which for me personally is not an issue, but if you're looking for a vegan palette, this is not it. But let's go ahead and take a look at this sexy beast. So the front is actually very cool, and I'm just now noticing that the UD logo is a bunch of little places. Like, they have China, they have Europe on there. Like, I love this. The back is very nice as well. I really like that they show you each color because then you kind of know what you're getting into before you open the thing. Ooh. Although I'm not gonna lie, this whole picture part right here is kind of on the cheesy side. Like, I feel like I just ordered something from Shutterfly. Huh. Whatever though, I mean, packaging really doesn't matter as long as the product itself is good. Let's see how this looks. Ooh, that's actually really pretty. And I love how this is kind of separated up into trios. Like, you could use this row for one look, this row, this row, this row. Like, this is very nicely constructed. And it's actually not as muted as I thought it'd be. Like, this is a perfect everyday palette. And it's very nice that this is made out of plastic rather than cardboard, because you literally can just slip this into your bag without it getting ruined. Good job, damn it. I do just want to feel a couple of these before we do the official swatches, so let's go into Riff right there, and then let's try Baja. Ooh, those are really fucking smooth. Ooh, and they swatch nice. I have no idea what people were talking about when they said there was no color when they swatched them, because I mean, clearly we have color. Ouch! Ooh, fuck, that's sharp. As hardy as this packaging is, the edges are actually really damn sharp. What the fuck? But you know what? I am still really excited to swatch and do a look with this bitch, so let's go ahead and do that. You guys know the song. Are you ready? It's swatching time. First up, we have Breakaway, Stranded, Blaze, Weekender, and Still Shot, and holy fuck, these are gorgeous, especially Blaze. Like, do you see that pink shift to it? Oh, these all felt extremely buttery, soft, and smooth, very much on the talky side, which I don't necessarily mind as long as they're not ashy, and these don't appear to be ashy. But oh, I just can't get over Blaze. Like, that shit is gorgeous. I honestly want to use it as a highlighter shade on my face. Oh man. Next up, we have Riff, Good Is Gone, Hellride, Baja, and Accelerate, and once again, these swatched magnificently magnificently, except for Riff. Like, it didn't want to show up. I did have to go over that a couple times, but with the rest of them, I just did one swipe and they looked magnificent. But I will say they are a tiny bit patchy. I don't know if that's because I'm not using primer or what, but the coloring is still very rich. The pigmentation is magnificent. I really don't have any complaints so far. If I did have to find a complaint though, I would say that they are a little bit difficult to remove from your skin, which kind of scares me when I put them on my eyes. Even though I scrubbed my hand, good as gone, still left a mark. Like, I can see exactly where it was on my hand. But truthfully, I don't really care as long as the shadow performs good and stays on throughout the day. And I don't know if you could see it or not, but that shade had like a pink shift to it. It was so fucking pretty. And here we have Guilt Trip, Ignite, Smog, Wanderlust, and Wild Heart. And holy shit, these shades keep getting better and better. Like, I'm so surprised that I like these so much. But I love how vibrant these colors are. The shimmers are unreal, and those duochromes are out of this world. And I'm trying to pick my least favorite color out of this swatching group, and I really don't know. Like, they're all so damn pretty. Oh, but I do love Wanderlust. That one might be my favorite. These next three shadows are Punk, Double Life, and Jet, and these three go together so fucking nicely. Like, this right here could be a complete look. Like, look at how nice those are together. And finally, we have the last three, which are Drift, Radio, and Big Sky, and fuck me on the Sephora aisle floor. These are orgasmic perfection. Like, holy shit. And I'm not normally into these kinds of shades, but all of a sudden I want to paint my walls these colors. And just like pretty much all the other shades that we've swatched today, these complement each other so well. And just based off swatching these, it does not matter what the fuck color eyes you have, you will find a combination in here that will make them pop like crazy. I'm just so thankful that y'all set to test this palette out because I'm super pumped to do a look with this. For foundation, I'm going in with EVXO's Peekaboo Foundation in the shade Desert Sand. I love this foundation. It's all natural, it's organic, hashtag not sponsored, but hashtag love the fuck out of it. Also, don't know if you could even tell, but this is a different day. I actually had to stop filming because my voice was kind of giving out, so now it's a fresh day, my voice is back, and we are happy. Holy shit on a stick, could it be? We actually have a shade match for my foundation. For concealer, let's go in with Makeup Revolution in the shade C3, and that is a little bit too dark, so I'm just gonna top that off with a little bit of ColourPop in the shade Light 20. And it looks like this foundation does have a little bit of a dewy finish to it, which is okay, but I'm gonna mattify that down with a little bit of powder. Fuck yes, honey, fuck yes. And while that powder's kind of chilling under there doing its thing, I'm gonna go in and prime the eyes with some NYX Shadow Base. And I'm kind of feeling like a dark green cut crease today, so let's start light and go in with a little bit of Weekender on a nice fluffy brush. Ooh. Fall out. Whew. But I'm gonna take that and kind of blend it out all along the crease line. And that seems to be going on okay. I mean, I can't really tell if anything's happening because it's the same exact color as my skin. With that same fluffy brush, let's deepen this up a little bit. So I'm gonna go in with Riff. Let's go ahead and slap that bitch right on the crease. Maybe that'll be a little bit more poppin'. Ooh, that's nice. That blends out really easily too. Fuck me with a Kylie lipstick. This blends out so damn effortlessly. Then on a smaller, more chiseled brush, I'm gonna dip into Punk. And let's start by tapping that onto the outer corner and then kind of slowly working it up the lower crease line. I don't know if you can see this or not, but the dark brown is a little bit on the patchy side. I mean, nothing that a little bit of blending won't fix, but still, it's not the best looking. Let me try to kind of build it up a little bit and kind of work it around, and maybe that'll help. I'll be working on my shit. Blend it, ooh. Okay, when you build it up and blend it out, it totally loses any patchiness, so I'm actually not mad at it like at all. But you do kind of have to really work it around and finesse it. I don't know if it's just me having that issue. It probably totally is. Damn, these edges are looking kind of rough though, so I am gonna go in with a fluffy brush and kind of blend it out a little bit. And I really want to use this green shadow Wanderlust. Like, it is so gorgeous. If this shadow were in human form, I would let it tie me up, impregnate me, and call me a bitch. That's how much I love it. That's me acting like I wouldn't let a stranger do that to me. Shit, at this point in life, honey, I'll take anything. But I'm gonna take a little bit of Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light and kind of cut out the crease. I know we always do cut creases on this channel, but because I have such small lid space, we kind of have to cut the crease in order to see anything. But like usual, I'm really only gonna take this about halfway because I want to put the green right there and kind of fade it into this lighter green. I'm gonna tap that outer edge out a little bit. Tap, 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 tap. First, I'm gonna try Wanderlust with a dry flat brush. I don't know, we might end up having to wet this, but let's go ahead and set it right here, starting in the middle. Oh shit, she can do a dry. That is a talent right there. Maybe we should try it wet because the way it looks right now, like I'm not in love. It's kind of giving me camo vibes. So I've moistened this with some setting spray, and let's dip into that same shade and go ahead and place it right over what we just laid down. Ooh, there we go. Fuck yes. I'm also very glad that I kept that powder down too, because when we used it with a dry brush, the fallout is hella real. Oh, goth Christmas realness. Yes, bitch. And This is just so freaking pretty. I have no idea if you can really appreciate it on camera because on camera and in person always looks so different, but in person, this is just really damn good looking. And with a tiny little dry flat brush, I'm gonna dip into Big Sky. Maybe let's put a little bit right here on the inner corner and kind of fade it out about halfway into the eye. Actually, that's not really doing anything dry, so let's moisten this one up as well. I'm gonna kind of work those two together with my finger because as we know, fingers are the best tools. Then right on the inner corner of the eye, let's dab a little bit of breakaway to give it a teeny tiny highlight. No, maybe not. Okay. Maybe some stranded instead? Okay, one thing I really wish this palette had was a silver. That's like the only thing this is missing. Because then we could highlight the fuck out of that inner corner and it would look so good and complete, so I might have to go in with another palette for that. And on a small pencil brush, I'm gonna dip into Punk, and we'll smoke that out right up against the lash line. And I'm also gonna smoke that out with a bit of Riff. And we could line with either a black or a dark brown, but I think I'm gonna choose black today just because it's a little more dramatic. And to add that inner eye highlight, I'm going in with Makeup Geek's highlighter, and we'll place that right there. Fuck, this isn't doing what I want either. Hey, let's go even brighter. I'm gonna go in with a little PopLuxe Pure Light. And there we go. Knew we'd get there eventually. Oh fuck, I just gently nudged this side right here and like all my eyeshadow came off from there. What the fuck? Well, that's not good. It's not good at all. I guess let's put a little bit more of that deeper brown there, try to cover that hole up. Usually I'm doing the exact opposite of trying to cover a hole up. For lips, I'm gonna start by going in with Ofra's Verona, topped off with a little bit of Ofra's Nude Potion. Shit, yes. And here we are with the final look. I kinda like it. I do really want a deep dark lip, but I think we're just gonna keep it like this today. But I don't have super long to do a wear time test today, but I'll keep it on as long as I possibly can, so I will see you in just a second. And we are back. We did just hit the 4.5 hour mark. I ended up changing my lipstick to a deeper shade, which is Fenty PMS mixed with Ofra's Verona, and I don't think I like this. I definitely think I like the lighter shade better. But it doesn't really matter because my ass is wiping this off and going to a Kesha concert. I'm not 100% sold on it because we didn't really get a chance to use every shadow in the palette, but what I used, I really enjoyed, except this deep brown was a little bit difficult to work with. I don't know if it was just me having a bad day or if it was this shadow or what the fuck was up with it, because after you ended up building it up and blending it out, it worked fine. So that tells me that every shade in here really isn't created equally. And normally shadows in palettes aren't all the same. That's totally okay, that's normal, but just know that there are a few inconsistencies in here. From what I can tell, the shimmers are very, very pretty, but you either need to apply them with a finger, or if you're gonna be precise, you have to use them with a damp brush. That too is very normal in an eyeshadow palette, so I don't know that I really have that many complaints about this, other than how cheesy and sharp this packaging is. I think you could absolutely create hundreds of looks with this palette. You can go from daytime to nighttime super easily. It's a very versatile palette. Do I think it's worth the price? I think I do. Like, you're getting a shit ton of shades, and they're good quality shades. It's not like any of these are unusable. And I really like that you have some warmth in here, you have some cool tones in here. Like, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, this palette is perfect for any time of the year. So, do I recommend this palette? Yes, I do. I really enjoyed it. I do wish it had a silver in there though, but I can go to literally any of my other palettes and pick out a silver from there, so I'm really not that bummed about it. My eyes are comfortable. It seems to be wearing fabulously. There's no fallout whatsoever on my face, so I'm a happy little bitch. Now if we could just figure out this lip situation. Like, it doesn't look bad in person, but I feel like on camera they don't go together. But whatever, there you go. Like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, is available at thepoplux.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialnady, and you can follow me online at thepoplux.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye!